What's going on, guys? Matt Wacek here. Welcome back to the channel. Today I wanted to share with you a new update that is going on within the Google My Business realm, and it does definitely affect you if you are a lead generation or pay-per-call affiliate marketer, because there have been some big policy changes, and we'll get into that in a second. But I wanted to announce a challenge I'm doing here on the channel to see a few different things. The first, hold myself accountable to doing a 31-day challenge of uploading a video every single day. And second, to give you guys a ton of cool content, because I've kind of been slacking the past couple months with steady uploads and also just not a whole lot of content. I was just insanely busy, still insanely busy, but I really want to see the third part of this, which is what can happen when I upload every single day for a month straight. The best month I did, I think, was February, which I uploaded 20 out of the 28 days, and I noticed a really big shift in the traffic and the subscriber count. So currently, right now, I believe I have 1,215 subscribers, or 1,215, something like that. I can't remember the exact number. So that's about 1,215 as of July 1st, 2019. So on July 31st or August 1st, I'll take another screenshot of the subscriber count and we'll see how things have grown with doing daily uploads. So there's gonna be a lot of cool content coming your way, lots of cool case studies, as well as just general business stuff and a whole bunch of other stuff that I have in the works. Looking forward to sharing that with you guys. So if you're not already subscribed, go down below, smash that subscribe button, and also hit the bell for notifications so that way you know when the newest content comes live, because I do upload at just random times a day. Anyways, let's get into the topic at hand of the Google My Business policy change. And so essentially what has gone on with Google My Business and the policy changes that have been made in recent weeks is that you used to be able to use a phone verification method to verify a listing. Now, though, you have to have an actual address with them sending you a postcard where you receive it and then you enter in like a 5 or 6 digit PIN that's on that postcard, and then the listing is verified and shows up in the search results. So how I initially discovered this was a couple weeks back. I made an order for a Google My Business listing to be verified on my behalf, and the seller here, which is one of the most popular sellers on Legit Marketplace, which is with 2 I's, they're basically a freelancing platform similar to Fiverr, but a lot of really good specialized SEO services. And I'm actually usually on here just about every single day because there's a lot of really good vendors that I've worked with SEO services, and as well as graphic design, logo design, that sort of stuff. But made the purchase, and then the next day they canceled the order saying, hey, due to the last GMB update, we're down and no longer able to do them. Should be back up in a week. Apologies for the inconvenience. So I then went to another vendor and they ended up canceling their order within 3 days because Google did their update and they're not accepting any listings without a postcard. So that is a little bit of a bummer. So at this point, I'm not really considering GMBs as part of my strategy at the moment. So the lesson I want you to take away from this video is not necessarily the whole topic of, is Google My Business dead or anything like that. It's the fact that you need to be ready to move and pivot and change and adapt to those changes rather quickly with an online business, because of the fact that there's just so many shifts that are going to happen and lots of different policy changes. It's just nature of an online business because everything moves so fast and changes so quickly. So it's good to be aware of things that are coming and changes, and the biggest thing is being able to adapt to them, whatever the topic is. If it's a Google My Business listing requiring a postcard now, then there's a shift you have to make. Or if it was something like Google Call Only ads, which we don't really do much here, but that policy change requiring the business name to be stated, that's another big change. And with Google updates when it comes to the algorithm and that sort of stuff, that's another policy update you have to be ready for. If you're someone who's not really ready and willing to adapt to changes, then you should just go start an offline business like construction or cleaning or plumbing or any of that stuff, where the work that gets done it's pretty much been the same for decades, and it really isn't changing a whole lot, with the exception of like adding technology into it when it comes to like customer communication, that sort of stuff, and maybe communicating with crews and whatever else. That's the bottom line lesson, is that you need to be ready and willing to adapt to changes that are coming. Now, if Google My Business is in fact completely just dead and spent for doing pay-per-call, affiliate, and lead gen marketing, and there are a few things that you can definitely do with your website, which you should be doing already. But if you were slacking on that, now is the time when you really need to make sure you're getting up to par on that. And the first thing is really just having a good quality site with good quality content on it. So the text and the imagery, that sort of stuff, and also the visual aspect of it. So you want to be using a good builder. I always recommend Thrive Architect. It's the simplest, easiest one for beginners as well as veterans. If you're good at building sites and creating content and that sort of stuff, you can just replicate them and just crank site out after site after site after site. Or you can use Elementor Pro. It's another good one. I really like it. it is not as easy to replicate sites and pages, but it is another good builder as well. There's some other ones out there, but you want to, bottom line, be using WordPress so that way you can have as much control as possible over the SEO aspect, utilizing plugins like All-in-One SEO or Yoast. And you're able to then make sure that you can have the site showing up in the search results and being at the top of the organic search results, so that way you're able to get the organic traffic coming in. And what you're also going to need to have are calls to action multiple times throughout the site. I've said it so many times here on the channel, but you need to make it easy for people to get in touch with the brand that you're using here with the website. So making it easy for them to make a phone call, which then gets directed to the affiliate network, who then routes that call to the business who is going to be the one fulfilling the service. So that is really, really important. Those are probably two of the best things you could do. So that is really, really important. Just making it easy for people to do what it is that you want them to do on your site. Number 3 is your on-page SEO, of course, and your off-page as well. They're equally as important. On-page is very, very important though, because it's what's setting the foundation. You could have all kinds of crazy off-page stuff, but if the on-page is garbage, it's not going to work very well. So those are some of the top things you're going to want to do. And so with all of that said, take this information and put it to work. And so if you liked this type of content, I would invite you to go down below to check out our workshop training that we do, where you can learn even more in-depth information about building websites and ranking them and monetizing them with pay-per-call affiliate and lead generation offers. And also to stay up to date on this 31-day challenge, which I'm pretty pumped to be doing. It's going to take a lot of work, that's for sure. But go down below, smash that subscribe, hit the bell for notifications. That way you know when the newest content's live here on the channel. So with that said, I will see you guys tomorrow in the next video.